Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our science online class. Hope you all are fine and enjoyed your holidays. Children, in today's class, we are going to start a new lesson. Are you all ready, children? Let's start the new lesson. The earth. Children, where we live on earth. And we know the earth has air, water, and land. Earth, our home planet, is unlike any other planets. Okay, and Earth is the only planet that have life on it. That Earth is special because it is an ocean planet. You know why? Because more than half part of the Earth is covered with water. Okay, the Earth looks like a blue ball in pictures taken from spacecraft. Why, children? Because more than half part of the earth is covered with water, so it looks like a blue ball. Then it has beautiful nature is made of everything we see around us: trees, flowers, plants, animals, sky, mountains, forest, etc. Many more colors in nature which makes the earth beautiful. Children, we know Earth is the only planet that has life on it, and the Earth has air, water, and land. But millions of years ago, the Earth is not like that. It was so hot that everything on it boiled. Earth, along with other planets, is believed to have been born 4.5 billion years ago as a solidified cloud of dust and gases left over from the creation of the sun. The hot gases came out of the boiling earth and formed a blanket of air around it. Slowly, the earth cooled. The liquid stuff at the top of the earth changed into thin layer of solid rock. This layer of rock is called crust. What is crust, children? The outer layer of the earth is called crust. The air also cooled and the water vapor in it formed clouds. Then it rained so much that the lower part of the earth crust got covered with water. These water covered parts are the oceans. Children, what are oceans? The water covered parts of the earth are called oceans. We know more than half part of the earth is covered with water. And the part of the crust stayed above water is called land. The part of the earth where we live is called land. Children, what is crust? The outer layer of the earth is called crust. Okay, let's see what is under the crust. The crust of the earth is not very thick. Okay, if you compare the earth with a mango, the crust would be the skin of the mango. So, if you are comparing with a mango, the crust, outer layer, that is the skin of the mango. Then under the crust is a lot of molten rocks, that is the flesh of the mango. Okay, if we are comparing with a mango, the outer skin is the crust, then the molten rock, that is the flesh of the mango. Then inside the molten rock is the ball of hot solid metal, that is the seed of the mango. So what is there inside the crust, children? Yes, hot molten rocks is there, then hot solid metal. Children, we learned the outer layer of the earth is called crust, and under the crust there is hot molten rocks and solid metal. Then how do we know that there is molten rock under the crust, children? You know how? Sometimes the molten rock find its way out through the cracks in the crust. The cracks are called volcanoes. What is volcanoes, children? Cracks in the crust are called volcanoes. Sometimes the molten rock finds its way out through the cracks in the crust. Okay, the cracks are called volcanoes. The hot molten rock that comes out is called lava. What is lava? The hot molten rock that comes out is called lava. When the lava cools, it forms rocks. Okay, these volcanoes tell us that there is still a lot of very hot molten rock under the crust. Next, soil. Children, the part of the earth where we live is called land. And the land is made of rocks and soil. In most places on land, rocks are covered with a layer of soil. Then you know what is soil? Soil is actually powdered rocks. What is soil, children? Soil is actually powdered rocks. Then how this soil form, children? When rocks break into tiny pieces, they form soil. How? The rocks are heated during the day and cooled during the night. Okay, this makes the rocks weak, so they crack and break, and rain carries the broken pieces and break into smaller pieces. These smaller pieces of rocks are called soil. Then very fine pieces of rocks form clay. Clay is a kind of sticky soil. Then bigger pieces are called sand. Sand is a loose soil. Children, soil has some air and some water. Plants need soil to grow. The plants use the water in the soil. Okay, then earthworms and other animals that live in the soil use the air in the soil to breathe. Children, you know how the earth moves? Then what is the shape of the earth, children? It is round in shape. Okay, it looks like a blue ball. Then we know it is the only one planet that has life on it. This earth and other planets that is revolving around the sun. And the earth is never still. It is always spinning round and round like a top that tilts to one side. The spinning of the earth is called rotation. What is rotation, children? The spinning of the earth is called rotation. Then you know what causes the day and night? The rotation of the earth causes day and night. That is, the part of the earth turns to face the sun, the sky lights up. That is, the sun appears in the east, that is morning. Then it moves from the east to the middle of the sky. Then that is noon time. Then the sun moves towards the west. Finally, our part of the earth turns away from the sun. As the earth rotates, different parts of it face the sun. The part that faces the sun has day, and the part that is away from the sun has night. Then it takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. How many hours, children? 24 hours, that is one day. Children, the earth does not only spin, that is, the spinning of the earth is called rotation. Okay, it also moves around the sun. The movement of the earth around the sun is called a revolution. What is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. Then what is the difference between revolution and rotation, children? Rotation means spinning of the earth is called rotation. It's on axis. Okay. Then the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. For revolution, the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours. How many days, children? 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. That is 1 year. The revolution of the earth causes changes in season. Children, hope you all understood about today's topic, that is earth. Okay, the outer layer of the earth is called crust. Then the water covered parts of the earth is called oceans. And the crust stayed above the water is called land. Okay, the part of the earth where we live is called land. Then the outer layer of the earth is called crust. Then under the crust, a lot of molten rock, and inside the molten rock is a ball of hot solid metal. Then what is soil, children? Soil is actually powdered rocks. In most places on land, rocks are covered with a layer of soil. Then we learned about rotation and revolution. What is rotation, children? The spinning of the earth is called rotation. And the earth takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation. Then what is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. And the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours, that is 1 year to complete one revolution. So children, write your classwork very neatly and learn fill-ups and read the